Today for our Monday myth, we're in the kitchen today and we're going to do a minestrone soup. You can keep it as a vegetable soup, but it is such an easy thing to do. We think that cooking can be so hard and take up so much time, but today we're going to show you how easy it can be. This is my one and done. Put it in the pot, let it simmer, let those flavors develop, and you'll see at the end how delicious and nourishing your soup can be. Great for your nervous system, great in the winter when we have if you're in a cold climate like I am, and we've got a snowstorm happening today, it can be really nourishing for you. All right, so let's get started. Easy, easy, easy. I have some vegetable broth. Now, done is better than perfect. If you have the time and the energy, you can make your own broth. I actually prefer this one because I just don't have the time. We go through a lot of broth, so I don't have the time to keep making broth and putting it in the freezer. It's just a lot of work for me based on my schedule. So I use this. It's a Canadian brand, organic. And why I like this vegetable broth is it's economical. Some of the organic vegetable broths are pretty pricey for 1 liter, and I'm buying 8, 10 at a time, so I don't need to spend $50 on broth. So I have my pot, so I'm making a big pot of soup, and this will go fast. I've got a couple of, all I'm going to do to start, we're just throwing everything in. Showing you, I'm just going to put in 2 of these 1 liter. This is about a liter, not quite, but close to a liter of broth. A liter is 4 cups or a quart. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put 2 of these in to start. Voila. Beautiful. Now, put that off to the side. I'm going to add a can of tomatoes here. So this is diced tomatoes. It's a 28 ounce or 796 mil. So it's a big can of diced tomatoes. Just going to add that in. Put the lid down. I have some garlic here. This is, I shredded a whole clove, not just a clove, but a head of garlic for this. So I'm just going to put this in here. Now I've already shredded it, and when you're making your soup, you want to shred your garlic or mince it first, because the enzymes that have the medicinal properties that are so healing for us, it's called allicin. That needs to come out. So you need to let mince or cut up your garlic and let it sit for 10 minutes or 15 minutes to allow that enzyme to really develop so that you can get the medicinal properties. And once you add it to the other foods, then it doesn't work the same way. You don't get that same level of nourishment. All right, and I'm going to put this now on my burner on high to start getting it to come to a boil. So I've got it on the burner over here. While I'm doing that, I'm going to cut up my vegetables and literally put them in. I was going to say throw them into the pot, but as the pot heats up, you want to be careful that you're not splashing and burning yourself. So we have 3 stalks of celery. We're just going to chop those up. So let me do that here. I'm going to cut my celery in half first before I do the next step, cut it. So I kind of cut the stalks in half. Now I have 2 knives I use in my kitchen, a paring knife and the chef's knife. That's it. That's all I have. And I don't need any. They're sharp, so it's so easy for me to cut very quickly. I get into a rhythm. It's actually soothing for my nervous system. I love it. So here I'm chopping through the celery. And I could have chopped everything up for you so you can see that, but I want you to know and see just how easy this is. And, sometimes in the daytime, if you're working from home or on the weekend, you could just wash up the veggies, That'll take you just a few minutes, and then cut them all up and throw them in the pot. Let it simmer, and you've got this beautiful soup after. All right, so let me put this into the pot. Beautiful. With the garlic, it's already starting to smell so good. I love garlic. Right, now I have some carrots. So I've got about 6 or 7 thin carrots, smaller carrots. If you have bigger ones, you may want to do like 3 or 4. It's really up to you. Now I have peeled mine. If you can do them with the skins on and just wash them, that's even better, because there's nutrients in the skins that you can take advantage of. Now, my family doesn't like it with the skins on. I don't mind it. I'm happy to leave the skins on, but if I'm making it for my family, they are a little bit not so liking that. So I peel the carrots first because of my family. And again, I want to say, done is better than perfect. It's better that you have the soup and maybe you peel the carrots so everybody will eat it, and then that way everybody's getting the nutrients and taking advantage of the beautiful soup that you made. All right, here we go. Just going to be very careful about those end pieces. Done, 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 done. Beautiful. Next, I'm cutting up some onion. So I have 1 onion here. There's many ways to cut an onion, but the way that seems to work the best for me is there's the end that has the fibers, the roots on it, and then there's the other end that was out where the stem was that goes out of the ground. I usually cut this end off, and then I cut the onion in half at the root.